Hello everybody, my name is Will and welcome back to Sprocket. Today we're going to be building something unbelievably cursed, and that is the suggestion which I received on my Discord a couple of days ago to make an inverted M3 Lee. So the way that this is going to work is on the hull we have a turret, and then on top of that turret, on the hull, we have a gun, a mounted gun, so a casemate gun of some variety. So I need to have the hull go, I need the turret in the middle of the hull, and the hull is both below and above the gun, and then, I don't know, it's very confusing. I don't know how you expected me to pull this off, and I hope that this is what you expected, or at least not disappointing, because this is unbelievably cursed, and broke my game many times because I'm still not very good at ensuring that I don't get face inversions while I'm making them, which I got so many times, but I did eventually fix. However, yeah, I feel like, you know, being railroaded down a certain avenue, I probably shouldn't have taken the inspiration for the hull, which I did, which was I decided to just go for like a Matilda hull for some reason. And I'm not talking Matilda 2, I'm talking Matilda 1. That was what I was thinking of when I made my hull. And I think that made my life infinitely harder, because I could have done any number of more logical and easy to shape hulls, and yet I picked just the weirdest shape. And yeah, I mean, it's likely my fault, to be honest. But you know what? At the end, I didn't hate it. So hopefully you share the same opinion. This tank does change quite a lot as we go through the levels, as we move through towards the mid-war levels, and I don't think we did the late-war levels, but yeah, the general structure of it remains the same. You'll probably see in the screenshot the mid-war version, so there's a little bit of a spoiler for you if you've, you know, paid attention to the thumbnail before you clicked on the video, which not everyone does, which is fine, don't worry about that. Anyway, yeah. I'm currently building the gun on top, and I decided for the gun on top, instead of building it actually in the hull, I would do like a gun shield and have it like a tiny little anti-tank turret and kind of just this gun bunker on top of a tank. I don't really know. I lost my mind while I was making this, and I have still no recollection of that, you know, hour that it took me to build this tank. It's gone from my memory, so maybe I got blackout drunk, maybe I just, you know, didn't want to actually be thinking about what I was making. Regardless, I hope this fits the criteria of reverse M3 Lee. I'd say it does. And perhaps you have a better idea for a reverse M3 Lee. In which case, feel free to join my description. Join my description. No, join my Discord, which is linked in the description. There we go, that's the one. And you can share your own designs in there, in the Sprocket General or the Sprocket Designs channels. Those would probably be the relevant ones for that. And yeah, without any further ado, I think the tank is pretty much done, so we'll be getting back to our gameplay very shortly. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy the rest of the video where I have to play this hunk of junk. Yeah, it's not great. So I'll level with you. This isn't my proudest work in the world. Here we have our reverse M3 Lee, I guess. I don't think this is going to be very good, in all honesty. But we'll see. We've got a turret on the bottom, in the middle here, even. And then on top, we've got a 37mm anti-tank gun, for some reason. It makes no sense, but here we are. We've made it now, and we've got to deal with the consequences of our actions. And that consequence involves actually having to drive this thing. Which, you know, I'm not the most thrilled about, but that's fine. We're using the 37 on the roof at the moment. Yeah, there we go. It's working quite well, actually. Ooh, goodness me. Hello. And then we also have this big old 75, which I was expecting to be the gun I use the most. But actually, the 37, being so high up, actually is kind of useful. So that seems to be the one I'm getting quite a lot of use out of right now. but there is a panzer tractor somewhere on the left. I don't know exactly where. Let's load up the AP real quick. There it is. Let's just turn around. Hello. Oh dear. You just bear with me. There we go. That's him dealt with. And now we've got this big anti-tank to worry about. Now, it's probably going to be able to shoot at my turret roof thing before it shoots at the rest of my tank. So let's hope that it doesn't kill us through there. Hello. I don't actually know. Oh. Okay, yep, I can go through there. I was about to say I don't really know where I can go through that thing, but there, apparently. My friend has died, presumably to that panzer tractor at some point. That panzer tractor who is now very, very confused. And dead. Fantastic! Okay, great. Okay, here we are in the desert. We have a couple of things to bear in mind here. So we can get killed through this top tank destroyer gun, basically. So our really, really high profile is going to cause many problems here. Also, if we accidentally aim at our own turret, it makes our big round turret at the bottom rotate like all the way backwards, which is not ideal. That's less than ideal, I'm going to go as far as to say. Hello, Hennemore. I think I should be able to kill you, no problem. Yeah, there we go. Obviously, the big threat on this level is either the Allen or the Man-O-War. So, to be fair, I don't think the Man-O-War is going to be too much of a threat with this tank. We do have a fair whack of armor for an interwar tank. And if there's something that the Man-O-War struggles with, it is going through armor. So let's... Yeah, there we go. Dealt with that, Hennemore. And hopefully, I think it's a Man-O-War. I've not seen anything as big as an Allen. So, yeah, there it is. Now, can we go through the front of it? Probably not. Oh. Okay, yes, we can. Yeah, quite easily, actually. I stand thoroughly corrected on that front. And, yeah, I mean, hopefully we can pull off the same kind of a thing. Yeah, there we go. All right. That's too easy. Yeah. We're great. We're a great tank. Okay, we're here at Railroad, which isn't the normal order of things, but I thought I'd come here just so I can show you a couple of the changes we have. So, we have got this added padding here on the front of the turret, which means loads of armor if you hit here or here, which is quite a big area of the frontal turret. Up armored generally in most places. This top gun is no longer a 37, it's now 45. This gun's no longer a 75, it's a 100. Ignore that. Just don't notice it's there. The engine deck I've brought up to make it look like it's kind of coddling the back of the turret. I need to remove this door. And therefore a bigger engine has been installed, and I think it generally just helps the look of the tank a little bit. Though this one I think is going to stay a bit of an ugly duckling at all points in time, because it's a bit cursed. But yeah, hopefully those changes will prove beneficial as we move forwards. We now have, I think, 112 mil of pen and about 84 mil of pen in each gun. 100 mil is the 112 mil of pen. 45 has about 84 mil of pen. So that's not too bad. And there's 4 of us. So yeah, I'd say we actually have something going here. I wouldn't say this is too bad of a tank at this moment in time. It might prove a little bit difficult to bring forward to the future eras, but we'll see. That over there is... What is that? Is that a Crom Tilde or is that something else? I don't recognize that at all. Oh, it's a Crom Tilde. Okay, I'm surprised we've not gone through that. Those are normally quite easy to go through. What about with the big gun? No? Okay. What about now? I think it might be dead. No, it's not dead. It's just shot me. Oh my good God. That is one hell of a launch. Hello, friend. There we go. Right through the front. There's a Man-O-War down there. Probably not going to go through the front of him. I think we might have enough penetration to do it, but the chances of it actually working... not very high. We've killed most of the enemies now, though. It's just our little Man-O-War friend over this hill, I'm pretty sure. And he is just here. Hey, oh! There we go! Alright, cool. That went surprisingly well, all things considered. And now we're ready to die repeatedly to a Tiger 2. Yes, we have got a little bit more armor. We've changed the way that the superstructure wraps around the turret once again to just encompass it a little bit more, and that does limit our traverse, but in return, we now have this much longer 100mm gun, which should, in theory, have about 150mm of penetration, which is nowhere near enough to go through the front of a Tiger 2, but it might just be enough to help us in later levels. I think that went through, but it went through on the little turret on top, so it didn't really do a lot. Now, the hope is here we can just drive around him, and he's not going to be able to kill us, but I can't guarantee that that's going to happen. He's missed. Wow, okay, we're very lucky that they missed that. Oh, and my allies dealt with it. Okay, cool. Well, Crossroads is too easy then. I just have this sinking feeling that we're going to do really, really badly here. Okie dokie, 7 light tanks. So those, I think, will be the Halibars. They normally don't cause too much of a problem, but if we are particularly weak against them, then their numbers alone could be quite inconvenient. Let's see how we do, though. I'm hoping that we've got enough penetration on this top gun to just kind of dink right through them. No. That's not good. That's not a good start, to be entirely honest. Okay, there's one. Let's... we should probably be using the 100mm at this point in time, but I'm honestly so caught up trying to just make sure that the tank is facing in the correct direction. I'm not really thinking about actual tactics. There is one of the Halibars. Oh my goodness me, that was embarrassing. Well, you know what? One of us killed him. And there's one over there. That looks to be the last one. Just down there. Yep, no, okay. Right, we've done quite well there, actually. There's still 5 of us. We've only lost 1 of us. And now we've got 6 heavy tanks to kill, which could be the Togs. It could be the Panthers. Let's have a look. It's the Togs. I don't think that's a good sign at all. I don't think the Tog is particularly easy to fight. We could lose quite badly here. I'm just dumping myself into cover as soon as possible. We have a serious stealth problem, which is that as soon as we crest a hill, they see this top turret, and we can't get our 100mm aimed. So it would be really, really great if we could penetrate them with the top turret, but I don't think that's likely at all. I'll try it, I guess, but it's only got like 90mm of pen, I think, which isn't a lot, really. Oh my, that actually went through. He doesn't seem to notice me yet, so if I swap out to the 100mm... Now it is, I've just considered it is possible that that's the dead one. There's one that was killed, and there's every possibility that I've just been shooting at that dead one. You know what? We don't have stealth on our side. I want this 100mm on our... My tactics aren't the best, really. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness me. No luck. I'm not a good enough shot for that. I'd really love them to come to me, but also, if they crest a hill, I'm just not going to be able to do anything about it, because I've only got this top gun. Oh, this is the worst gun arrangement. Oh, I believe in you, little 45mm gun that could... Oh, it did it! We've killed one. Okay, now just 3 more, and pray that none of their shots kill us. Oh no, one of their shots killed us. Alright, I've done the only logical thing, and that is that the gun on top wasn't good enough, so now it's a 75 rather than a 45, and the gun on the bottom is even longer and even more powerful. So, just more firepower, I'd say, and we should be fine, right? Okay, only 4 light tanks this time. That should mean it's the M246 medium thing, or whatever it's called. Basically not a light tank, but, we should be fine still. 75 should be enough to go through it, in theory. Yeah, there we go. M216 model H. That's interesting. There. Oh, goodness me. Please die when I shoot. There we go. Right. 6 heavy tanks, so that's either the Togs or the Panthers. It's the Panthers. Let's get down into this ravine and get into some semblance of cover, because now, in theory, this top gun should be enough to actually kill them. So we can hide and, you know, poke out from cover like any other tank ever. One of my allies has just killed a Panther outright, so that's confidence-inspiring, I guess. Oh, that is a very, very distant Panther there. And I don't think he's going to be getting any closer, so let's try and snipe the Mantler, I guess. Just a little low there. There we go. That's what we like to see. There's only 4 Panthers left now. We still haven't lost any of this tank. So, I mean, that must be a first, actually. There's the side of a Panther. Oh, lovely shot. You love to see it. We have lost one of our allies now. However, those are the 2 remaining Panthers, and I've shot miles above them. There's some side armor. I'd love to capitalize on that right now. I think I shot too high again. This 75 doesn't load anywhere nearly as fast as I would like it to. Oh man, they're much closer than I thought they were. Look at my friendly over there, just kind of going in for the ramming attack, I guess. He is brave. Braver than I. However, if I turn into him, then I am brave, right? That's how it works. So we only have our 75 on top here. He seems to have lost his loader for the main gun. But I'm thinking if I just charge him down and get round him before his turret can react, we should be golden, right? Because the Panther has a very, very slow turret. And load up the... Oh, we don't have the 100mm. I don't know what I'm thinking. Load up the 75mm and just put one in the side of his turret. It's surprisingly effective, this tank, at dealing with the Panthers. I really didn't think we were going to get any kind of luck, but actually, this has turned out to be one of the best tanks I've made recently in terms of performance. In terms of looks, it's hideous. It is frankly hideous. I will completely be honest with you. I don't like this thing at all. But, yeah, I mean, it packs a punch, so... Yeah, I mean, if you enjoyed this one and you want to see more things like this, please leave a like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the future with more scuffed inverted M3 Lee things, I guess. Bye-bye. And as always, a huge thank you to this channel's patrons: Badger, CamGem135, Cody N, DJ Pete, Gavin Yelverton, Gunmaster929, Sad Cat, Yoki003, Just a Casual T62M1, Last Legend 11, Mildly Invested, Nicholas K, Rolls Solsbocken, Ryan Brody, The Canesian Emperor, Tree Loving Mango, Zara Shine, and Zeit Wolverine. Thank you so much. If you want to join this list, there is a link in the description.